We are now live. I believe we are live. Hey! Everybody, what's up? It's Lights Camera Jackson here with LCJ Live. I'm about to announce my predictions for all 24 of this year's Academy Awards categories. We're going to go through all of them, break down the nominees, who's going to win, who's going to get shut out, who's going to lose, all of that, and what could happen on Oscar night. So glad you're here. Oh, how am I going to do that, by the way? How am I going to do it? Randomly picking the categories. Yes. I'm going to go through them all. So get your ballots ready. If you've got your ballot, get it out. Fill it in as we go along. This is going to be fun. Let's do this. All right. First category. See, this is how I think they should do it at the real Oscars. They should do them at random. All right. Here we go. First category is lead actress. Wow, we're already getting started. Oh man, this is tough. You've got Meryl Streep. She's been nominated 20 times, has won 3 times. You've got Ruth Negga for Loving. I thought it was kind of a surprise that Ruth Negga got into the category. A little bit of a surprise Meryl got into, but she's been on a big momentum lately. Then you've got Natalie Portman for Jackie. She won the Critics' Choice Award, was really hot at the beginning of this award season, has kind of fallen off the face of the earth a little bit. It's a 2-woman race. Isabelle Huppert for Elle would be the upset win. But I'm going to go with Emma Stone for La La Land as your winner for Best Actress. She was sensational in this film. Isabelle Huppert, it could happen, but I'm going to go with Emma Stone for Best Actress. All right, category number 2. Let's see if we get a really technical one here. We've got adapted screenplay. My favorite adapted screenplay of the group is Lion. I just thought it was really, really powerful. The film was, and the way it was written, really powerful. Hidden Figures has a chance here. Hidden Figures is only nominated in 3 categories, though. So I don't know if it's going to happen. Fences was written by August Wilson. He wrote the play. He passed away, actually, I think about 10, 11, 12 years ago. So this is a posthumous nomination for him. The winner here could be Arrival. It won the Writers Guild of America Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. The Writers Guild of America recipient for Original Screenplay was Moonlight. But because of some crazy Academy rules, Moonlight is in the adapted category instead of the original screenplay category here, and I'm going to go with Moonlight to win Best Adapted Screenplay, though don't be surprised if the Academy gives one of 8 nominations for Arrival if they give it its win in this category. All right, here we go with Director. Holy cow. We're already there, folks. 2 words, Mel Gibson. He's in this category. It's unbelievable. What a comeback for him. And now he's got a role in Daddy's Home 2. He might direct Suicide Squad 2. Amazing comeback for him. He's not going to win, though. You've got Denis Villeneuve for Arrival. I think I got that pronunciation right this time. You've got Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea. Also Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. But it has to go to Damien Chazelle for La La Land. He has to win in this category. Incredible direction. He did not receive a director nomination for Whiplash. I think the Academy will honor him, recognize him for this unbelievable musical and for his achievement on Whiplash from 2 years ago. All right. Category number 4 is Best Original Score. Has to go to Justin Hurwitz for La La Land. I had the chance to interview Justin a few months ago in California. I basically asked him, my gosh, all these songs are incredible. He said, yeah, the goal of it was to get all of these songs and these melodies stuck in people's heads. And he has succeeded tremendously. I also thought the score on Jackie was very good with the harsh violins, very powerful. Other years, Jackie probably would have won original score. Lion, Moonlight, and one of 2 nominations for Passengers. And everybody's stunned that Passengers has more nominations than Silence this year at the Academy Awards. All right, here we go. Moving right along. Original song. Very nice transition there. What a category this year. At the Academy Awards, we're going to see unbelievable performances, hopefully. Justin Timberlake is going to perform Can't Stop the Feeling for the billionth time. You've got Lin-Manuel Miranda and Auli'i Cravalho performing How Far I'll Go from Moana. There's Sting for The Empty Chair. And when Sting got nominated, everybody was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard this song. I heard this song a couple months ago for voting for the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards. It's such a beautiful, powerful song. Emotional, deep, for a documentary called Jim, the James Foley Story. I'm glad it got in there in the category. But then you have La La Land's two songs. I think the better of the two is Audition the Fools Who Dream. It helps Emma Stone's performance tremendously, and it's a really powerful song at the end. But the Academy Award for Original Song will go to City of Stars from La La Land, which will be performed, both of those La La Land songs, by John Legend on Oscar night. It'll be really interesting to hear John Legend perform two songs that he's never performed publicly before. I also wish John Legend performed Start a Fire, which he's so incredible with during La La Land. I wish that was during the Oscar telecast as well, because it would blow the roof off the place. All right, tweet along. Post your comments as well. Hashtag LCJ Oscar predictions. Hashtag LCJ Live as we continue with live action short film. How about that? All right, we're going to take a look at these nominees here. One of them is called Sing. And boy, I wish that the animated movie Sing got a nomination. We'll get to animated feature at some point. I wish Sing got in because it was really fun. But you do have a film called Sing up for live action short. Also Time Code, Silent Nights, La Femme et le TGV. TGV, okay. And then I'm picking for live action short film Ennemis Intruiers. That is my pick for live action short film. That film. The one that starts with the letter E. All right, here we go. Next category is... Ooh. How about supporting actress? Best performance by an actress in a supporting role. And the nominees are Michelle Williams for her 11.5-minute role in Manchester by the Sea. You've also got Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, though I thought Janelle Monáe was better, and I thought Janelle Monáe should have been in the category. Naomi Harris for Moonlight. Nicole Kidman, who I think is tremendous in Lion, but it will go. This is probably the biggest lock of the night. Viola Davis for Fences. Viola was nominated for Doubt, lost. Nominated for The Help, lost to Meryl Streep, and now she is up for supporting actress, and she's finally going to take home an Academy Award. All right, next category. Leading actor. Whew. Where was Tom Hanks? Where was Michael Keaton? Where was Matthew McConaughey? So many snubs this year. But the Academy decided to go with Andrew Garfield, who I think is great in Hacksaw Ridge. Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic. Not a huge fan of that movie. Have a lot of problems with it. You've also got Ryan Gosling. Plays the piano. Learned how to play the piano. Learned how to dance, sing, all of that for La La Land. Casey Affleck. Manchester by the Sea. Boy, 2 months ago I would have told you he was a lock for lead actor. But the past 12 SAG Awards Best Actor winners have gone on to win the Academy Award, and this year's SAG Award went to Denzel Washington for Fences. I do believe Denzel will take home his third Academy Award for his performance in Fences, winning the Actor in a Leading Role category. As I take a mild sip of water, tweet along, ask questions, post comments. Hope you're filling out your Oscar ballot. Jimmy Kimmel promises a fun show on Oscar night. You never know what's going to happen. Same here. You never know which category I'm going to pick. How about animated feature? All right. So, Sing, Trolls, Finding Dory, Kung Fu Panda 3, Sausage Party. All didn't get in the animated feature category this year. The slots were extremely competitive. One of them went to The Red Turtle, which I think is a good but not great Studio Ghibli film. One of them went to My Life as a Zucchini, which is fantastic. I think the English language version is coming out in New York and LA this weekend, but I saw the original version, the foreign language version, and is really powerful. Only 70 minutes long, but it's very, very good. Also in the animated feature category is Moana, which has made a lot of money for Disney, and the song is nominated as well, and The Rock is behind it. This is a 2-movie race. It's between Kubo and the Two Strings, which you can see behind me, and Zootopia. So Zootopia has won many of the awards throughout award season in this category, but Kubo won the BAFTA a couple weeks ago for animated film. The BAFTAs have gotten the animated feature same pick as the Academy Awards for animated feature correct 9 of the past 10 years. So that does lead you to believe maybe because a lot of the BAFTA members are Academy members, vice versa, maybe Kubo does win, but I still feel like with the complexity of that screenplay, it made so much money, had such an impact last year, Zootopia will win Best Animated Feature. All right, moving along. Animated short film. You cannot make this stuff up, folks. Really nice. All right, animated short film. I had the chance to see all 5 of these animated short films as I just try to find them here on this sheet. There we go. Short film animated. I had the chance to see all 5 of these because they put them out in theaters every year. So, Blind Vasha. Fascinating. From Canada. It's one that looks like a bunch of paintings and it's based on a fable. Really interesting to watch. I don't think it's going to win. Pear Cider and Cigarettes is 35 minutes long. The Academy says you can have a short be 40 minutes or less. It's 35 minutes based on a true story about this guy named Techno and his very roller coaster ride of a life. Very fascinating to watch. You have Pearl, which used virtual reality, VR technology for this short, and it really made an impact. Good, I like the music from it, have a few issues with it, but it's good. Borrowed Time. Borrowed Time, I interviewed the directors of this short film. They're from Pixar, they're animators. They made this on their nights and weekends for 5 years. Dramatic story about a sheriff who returns to the place of a crime and a tragedy from his youth. And there's a lot of regret, and there's a lot of hope in this short. It's gritty, it's intense, it's 6 minutes long, but it had me in tears the first time I watched it because it's just that powerful. Any other year, I would say Borrowed Time is your winner, but Pixar themselves have a short in this category. It's called Piper. It's about a little bird. You saw it before Finding Dory. Pixar has not won the Oscar for animated short in 16 years. They will finally break the streak because Piper is going to win Best Animated Short Film, though I don't think it's a great short by any means. It is nice to look at, but it's such a simple story. Pixar hasn't made a complex story in years when it comes to an animated short, but Piper is going to win the Oscar. All right, here we go. Costume design. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Allied has a nomination, the Brad Pitt, Marianne Cotillard film. I like the costumes in it, but they are very much to the times of the film, World War II setting, but they're not extraordinary. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Good costumes, colorful, vibrant, the whole film is. Florence Foster Jenkins, a lot of it has to do with the dresses that Meryl Streep wears and the outfits for her scenes in the theater. Don't think it'll win. It's a 2-movie race here as well. La La Land is an obvious choice because of all the bright colors and the Hollywood settings and the glow, but I'm actually going to go with Jackie to win costume design. Because if they're going to give this movie something, because it won't be Natalie Portman and it won't be score, I think they're going to go with the costumes that Natalie Portman as Jackie Kennedy wears in the film. Taking a chance, La La Land could win, but I'm going to go with Jackie for costume design. All right. Here we go. Film editing. Editing of a motion picture. Let's take a look at the nominees. Hacksaw Ridge. Very intense because it's a war movie, a lot going on. Arrival, based on what happens. For those of you who have not seen Arrival, I'll just say there's a lot of back and forth with the timeline. So Arrival could be an upset win here. I definitely see the worthiness for a nomination. Hell or High Water. Yeah, I mean, I didn't love Hell or High Water to begin with. The editing didn't really stand out to me. Moonlight, because a lot of people love Moonlight, I'm going to go with La La Land winning one of its many awards, and we'll tally it up at the end. La La Land is going to win for film editing. Foreign language film. All right. A Man Called Ove is also nominated for makeup and hairstyling, which we'll get to in a little bit. That's a nominee. Also, Land of Mine, Tana, Tony Erdmann. Now, Tony Erdmann is going to be remade with Kristen Wiig and Jack Nicholson. Bill Murray apparently had the script in his house, lost it for a while, found it, and then found out that Jack Nicholson got the role, so Bill Murray could have been in the movie. The foreign language version of Tony Erdmann is, I believe, over 2.5 hours long, and very vibrant, upbeat, and very good, the people who have seen it. But I'm going to go with The Salesman as your winner for foreign language film. Could see it go to Tony Erdmann, but I am choosing The Salesman. All right. Supporting Actor. I believe this rounds out the 4 acting categories. Where was Hugh Grant for Florence Foster Jenkins? I thought he would get in here. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Nocturnal Animals, not in here. He won the Golden Globe. Instead, I'm actually glad Michael Shannon's in the category because he was very good in Nocturnal Animals, a film that had a lot of problems to it, but he was better than Aaron Taylor Johnson. Lucas Hedges, Manchester by the Sea. Good performance from him. Very nice. He got a first nomination. Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water, arguably a lead role, but he's in the supporting category. My personal favorite performance of these 5, Dev Patel for Lion. He's tremendous here. Very mature role for Dev Patel. We've seen him in the goofy role in the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel films. Very mature role for him. But I'm going to go with Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. It's not a guarantee that he'll win because Dev Patel won the BAFTA, but Mahershala Ali should be here for Moonlight. Personally, I do have to say my favorite supporting actor performance of the year, not even in the conversation, but Eddie Murphy was tremendous in Mr. Church. Look it up. He was fantastic in it. Also, we'll get into why I can't believe Christine wasn't nominated either. Sound mixing. All right, so this is interesting. A guy has been nominated 21 times and has never won the Academy Award. He's the sound mixer on Hacksaw Ridge, which is nominated along with Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Arrival, and 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, a film that proves you can be released in January and still get an Oscar nomination the following January. So there you go with that. I do believe, though, that that guy is going to lose again. It will go to La La Land for sound mixing. I have a little different viewpoint when we get to sound editing. We'll see when we do that. All right, next category, documentary short film. Let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. Nominees are 4.1 Miles, Extremis, Watani, My Homeland, The White Helmets, which a lot of people say is going to win. But I'm going to go with Joe's Violin. Joe's Violin is your documentary short film recipient. All right. Don't have a lot left in here. We're going to mix it up. How do you think Kimmel is going to do on Oscar night? Tweet me that at LCJ Reviews. Facebook comments, all kinds of comments. Sound editing, here we go. All right. So many of the same nominees for sound mixing are in the sound editing category. Well, actually, only 3. There are 2 new ones in here, sound mixing versus sound editing. One of them is Deepwater Horizon. A lot of people have asked me why Patriots Day hasn't gotten in and didn't get in for any nominations. I think it came out too late. I don't think Lionsgate did a good enough job promoting it, but Deepwater Horizon, Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg's other movie that came out earlier in the year, did get a nomination for sound editing. Also, Sully's only nomination is for sound editing. Don't think it'll go to that. Don't think it'll go to Arrival, though that would be an upset. And a lot of people, when they were thinking, is La La Land going to tie the all-time record with 14 nominations? Is it going to get nominated in this sound editing category? So it did. A lot of people are not happy it's in this category. A lot of people aren't happy with La La Land to begin with, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm going to go with Hacksaw Ridge for sound editing. All right. Here we go. You're filling out your Oscar ballot. We're just a few days away from the Academy Awards. Best Picture of the Year. So we're not done yet. We still got more, but I'm going to do Best Picture. 9 nominees, again, for Best Picture of the Year. Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. Films that have gained momentum recently, Lion, Hidden Figures. Films that have lost momentum recently, Manchester by the Sea and Moonlight. I guess you could say Arrival's gained a little bit of a momentum. Fences has kind of been even through the whole thing. Hacksaw kind of even. And Hell or High Water, honestly, they're just extremely over the moon about getting in this category. A film that came out at the end of the summer, getting all this way. They are over the moon. So, Best Picture has to go to La La Land. There's no other film that deserves the title. There are a bunch of very good films in this category, but no other film has the feel of a Best Picture Oscar winner. It's got everything the Academy looks for, and it stands for something. And La La Land overcomes what a lot of 2016 stood for, which was negativity, and it's extremely positive. La La Land overtakes all of that. La La Land has to and will win Best Picture of the Year. We are still going through Oscar categories. You're filling out your ballots, and you're agreeing and disagreeing with my opinions. Visual effects. This is the category where action movies shine. Visual effects. Here's another case for Deepwater Horizon. Doctor Strange, which was just so psychedelic I couldn't stand it. Kubo and the Two Strings, the first animated movie in 23 years to be nominated in this category. The last time it happened was The Nightmare Before Christmas, another stop-motion animated film. So I'm very pleased Kubo's in this category. I do not think it will win. And while Rogue One looked very nice, I don't think it will win in this category either. Close to a lock, though not as much as Viola Davis, close to a lock, The Jungle Book, winning visual effects. Everything they did with this movie. Every character but Mowgli was animated, constructed visually with the technology that Jon Favreau and company used that they now want to do with the new Lion King. The Jungle Book is going to win visual effects. All right. How about original screenplay? I wanted to see Zootopia get into this category. It did not. But for original screenplay, we have 20th Century Women. Its only nomination because Annette Bening was not in lead actress. Hell or High Water. The Lobster, which I did not like The Lobster. I've made my case on that a couple times. Just did not like that movie very much. You've got a two-movie race here again. La La Land. Here's the thing about La La Land. It's not a screenplay movie. It's so extravagant in its execution that while the screenplay is very good, it just, I guess it's not talky enough to be a recipient of an original screenplay award or a screenplay honor. There's plenty of movement, but the one that has the talky original screenplay, things change, time frame, feel out of this group is Manchester by the Sea, and I believe that is the winner for original screenplay, Manchester by the Sea. I believe there's only 4 categories left that we're going to do here. Cinematography. This is a tough one. This is tough. Especially if you want to, win your ballots at home, win your family pools at home, as I try to find it here. You've got Arrival. Arrival looked really, really crisp and clean and nice, but I don't think it's going to win. Silence's only nomination comes in this category. Don't think it'll win. Lion, a lot of sunshine, especially towards the end. That helped with how everything looked. Moonlight is in the cinematography category, but it's got to be La La Land. How they do the aerial sequence and the dancing, everything of how it looks, it's staged, the lighting, yes. La La Land is your cinematography winner. All right, here we go, guys. What have we not covered? We have not covered documentary feature. 13th from Ava DuVernay, the director of Selma, also Fire at Sea. I Am Not Your Negro, a film that has been getting a lot of attention the last couple of weeks. It's been playing in more and more theaters. I Am Not Your Negro could win. Life Animated, I'm very glad that this is in the category. This is about a boy with disabilities who loves Disney movies and loves everything they stand for. It's really emotional, it's really sweet, it's really powerful. I'm glad it's in the category. I also wanted Gleason to be in this category too. That had a lot to say. But boy, all 8 hours of OJ Made in America. It hasn't been the complete frontrunner through this whole thing, but I feel like it's an unstoppable force. It's just so in your face, incredible as you watch it. And a lot of people have been upset because how did an ESPN 5-part miniseries, if you want to call it that, documentary miniseries, get into the documentary feature category? Well, it played in Los Angeles, and they wanted to qualify it for this category, and ESPN did. OJ Made in America, ESPN will take home an Academy Award. Couple left. Production design. And I think I know what the last one's going to be. Production design. Okay, Arrival. More of an outdoors movie. I mean, a lot of it was inside, but a lot of it was also intense. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Some production design to it, but a lot of it was the visual sequences. You know, he went to all those different places. Passengers. The spaceship itself. Decent production design. I didn't think it would get in this category. Nobody thought Passengers would get 2 nominations. Nobody thought it'd get a single nomination. You have Passengers here. Also, Hail Caesar's only nomination for production design. A movie about the making of movies. Could have gotten an original screenplay if the Coen brothers and Universal really, really tried. Again, a film released very early in the year, February of last year, but it gets in production design. But your recipient is La La Land for production design. And finally, yes, here we go with makeup and hairstyling. The only category with just 3 nominations, and I always feel like makeup and hairstyling should have more than 3 nominations. I don't understand why there isn't 5, because there are so many movies that deserve it. Jackie did not get in the qualifications at the end for this category. Insane. So many of the big action movie blockbusters, but the 3 choices you have this year for makeup and hairstyling are A Man Called Ove. Don't think that'll win. Suicide Squad. Many people were stunned Suicide Squad got a nomination. But you had the lizard character, you had Harley Quinn's makeup, you had Will Smith and the Joker, obviously, with the makeup. But I'm going to go with Star Trek Beyond, the way they did Idris Elba's character, some of the other characters in Star Trek Beyond, which I think also could have gotten into visual effects if it really wanted to, and maybe even cinematography. Star Trek Beyond is going to take home the Academy Award for makeup and hairstyling. So, the Oscars are Sunday night at 8:30 on ABC, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel for the very first time. He just did the Emmys in September to rave reviews. And hopefully there'll be an interaction between him and Matt Damon. Matt Damon is a producer on Manchester by the Sea. And so hopefully they'll do some type of interaction together during the show, because that'll be really, really fun. If you want the full list of my picks in all these categories, you can go to lights-camera-jackson.com. Hope you filled out your ballot. Hope you enjoyed the show. That was this edition of LCJ Live with the 2017 Oscar predictions. I'm Lights Camera Jackson. Enjoy the Oscars, everybody.